So you got rid of all of your photography sites and your business cards. Do you have any kind of like next? Nothing. You just
So
don't know.
and I think this has probably been my biggest lesson in this whole thing is kind of doing all this deeper inner work over the last couple of years. I always considered myself a very easygoing person, like not liking to control things, but apparently I was wrong. I realized that ever since I can remember, I have always planned and tried to be one or two steps ahead my entire life. Like, I have to
Makes
do
sense to
this,
me.
and I have to do that. Yeah, like everything. Like, even when I was like, okay, I'm a nurse, but now I want to do photography, then I started getting in my head, like, okay, this is what I need to do for photography and stuff. So there was never just a time. I've always known what direction I wanted to go. And this is the first time in my life I have zero plan. I have no sense of direction.
That's awesome.
I have essentially detached and let go of
Now you're a real artist.
like even place like LA was like home, and I can't even say that anymore, but
Yeah.
there's not like, oh, I need to go here, I need to go there. Like, I've never been so detached from things, and I'm more okay with it now. I have moments where I'm like, okay, all right, universe, let's go, let's get some clarity. But I mean, at first it was terrifying because I'm like,
Mm.
I've never been in this place. I've had people talk to me that are like, yeah, I just don't know what I want to do. I don't know how, I don't have a sense of direction. And I'm like, oh well, you gotta just sit and figure it out. And because I was new, and this is the first time I don't. And I still think I think photography is still going to be involved. I just don't think it's going to be how I thought it was.
Hmm.
But uh, right now,
That's
anything
fair.
is possible.
Well,
So
okay, so I got to tell you something just because of all that. Because we used to climb fairly regularly, I feel like, at one of the gyms a few times outside. And one of the reasons why I liked climbing with you is because you were not I don't know what the right word is. I was going to say overly adventurous, but that's not it because you're a very adventurous person, but like overly impulsive. You have a control about you, and there was once or twice where I was like, "Oh, we should go outside," and you got worried about setting up anchors and other stuff, and I was just thinking maybe it's a little too much control. And the only reason why I had that thought is because I was like, I just want to go climb. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. Whatever.
I
Um,
might still keep some control when it comes to climbing, setting up anchors.
I mean,
There's a few things it's
it is a life or
important.
death thing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, it's a life or death thing. I get it. I totally get it. Um, but like I would not have said, I don't know that I would have used the word free spirit to describe you
Yeah.
years back. Yet it looks like you're becoming more of a free spirit. You're like, I don't know what's going to happen, let's see what happens. I mean, that's kind of what a free spirit is. So
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe that is what you've always been, and you're just been waiting to feel comfortable to be that, or maybe there's something else happening. But it's interesting to
No,
hear all
I
this
kind of
now.
feel like I think for the first time in my life that I am who I have always meant to be, or who I've always been.
Yeah.
Um, like my most authentic self, I
Yeah.
guess. Like I feel like I've really just stripped away all these layers of what I was kind of hiding behind, trying to fit in, trying to be like everybody else.
You've
And
definitely, I know just the last few times we've gone hiking during the pandemic and everything, you definitely had a weight lifted from you, because I remember commenting on that more than once. You just kind of have more of a shine that you didn't have before. It's not that you weren't interesting, attractive, or all the other things. It was just that something shifted after, your awakening. And
Yeah.
I don't even know if I knew about your awakening the first time, because I think it might have been maybe Griffith Park hike in 2020, when no one knew what was happening, that you had started to kind of talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's go back there for a second. So you had the awakening, you don't go back to Mormonism. You start meditating and journaling. You're doing a book a month. What other practices, what else did you start, and what did you hang on to as far as practices, to kind of get you through all of the turmoil of rebirthing yourself?
Um, I mean, I would listen to like some podcasts. I read several books, stuff. I was doing like a lot of guided meditations, which I still occasionally do. But I'm really learning to shift kind of away from, not that like you get to a point where you know everything, I think it's important to keep like reading and learning, but to me it got to a point where I was so focused on like I have to learn more, like it was almost overwhelming, and I just had
Mhm.
to take a step back from it and allow myself kind of to integrate all that knowledge and actually put it into practice, and I think learn to trust myself.
Want more? Check out this clip or the full episode on our channel. Don't forget to leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and it's the easiest way to support this channel. Also, check out our affiliate links. You might find a lot of value from them. Thanks for listening. See you next time.